Alright, I'm going to do my best to try to explain how energy healing works, at least, or what you can expect from energy healing, specifically from the model of Brennan Healing Science, which the founder of the model and the techniques of Brennan Healing Science is Brennan. She's no longer with us. She passed away about 2 years ago now, I think. No, maybe 1 year ago. I don't remember. 1 or 2 years ago, the time of me recording this. And she started the school called Barbara Brennan School of Healing. So if you wanted to go more in depth into this stuff beyond this video, I recommend this book, Hands of Light by Barbara Ann Brennan. It's a pretty in-depth book on energy healing. Then that is the first book she wrote, and then also Light Emerging. And this is the first book that I read. I don't know why. It's called Core Light Healing, and I don't know. It's core. I read core in the title when I first got these books, like 6 years ago, and I was like, oh, core, that's like central, that's the beginning, so I decided to read it first. And I don't really think it matters too much which order you read it in. It can be beneficial any order you read the books in, but it was meant Hands of Light, Light Emerging, Core Light Healing. And if you don't like reading, there are audiobooks that you can get for your like Kindle or on like iBooks or Apple Books or whatever it is. I don't really use it that much. Anyways, I digress. So if you come to a practitioner, they're gonna probably do a chelation on you, and they're gonna work up through your body and from your feet all the way to your head. And they're gonna allow energy to run from the universal energy field to run through their own energy system to come into your energy system, your energy field. And it's going to charge up your joints and the centers in your feet, in your joints, and your major chakra centers. And if you had problems with your joints and your arms, you could talk to a practitioner about that, and they could work with your arms as well. But yeah, it's gonna run energy through there. Nobody's trying to force energy. Both people are simply allowing energy to run through them and just gently go through the practitioner's energy field into the client's energy field, and their energy field is going to be charged up, and that charging can also knock loose debris that's in the energy field. Now, anything can really happen in a session because each person is going to be different, so you never really know how they're going to react. So usually, majority of the clients that I've worked with, they end up falling asleep because they become so relaxed and so calm that they just fall asleep. And usually that's what I get reported back. The most common thing is that after a session, somebody feels really calm and relaxed, as their nervous system is going to be soothed and there's going to be energy running through the physical body and the 7 levels of the energy field. Now there's more energy levels, but I haven't trained in those energy levels, so I won't speak on that. And so yeah, the chelation will affect the energy levels in the chakra centers, the main chakra centers, and the minor chakra centers as well, and it'll affect the physical body and potentially the cells. And that's the basics of Brennan Healing Science, is the chelation. And there's more techniques that can happen afterwards. So the chelation is going to prep the person's energy field to be worked on, and the practitioner will either see or feel, or they'll know exactly what they're going to work on, whether they need to restructure a chakra, or they need to restructure an organ, or they need to restructure a specific part of the body, like maybe there was an injury, you dislocated your shoulder, or you tore a muscle or a ligament, and they can work on that area. Or you can work on your spine and your back, and all of these things are going. Oh, also, you can work on relationship chords between you and another person that you're wanting to work. Maybe you're having a really challenging time in a relationship with somebody, or you want to work on your relationship with your parents, whether they're alive or deceased, doesn't matter. The practitioner can work on those chords between you, and they can also work on generational chords, which are chords that have multiple ancestors connected through it, which is a whole other thing. Those are different topics that maybe I'll make a video on in the future, but I digress. So there's all different kinds of things that you can work on. And I want to share a quote that I feel like encompasses this work really well, and that's why I chose to name my channel this, because I don't know, it just really calls me, and it makes a lot of sense when I say it. Just feels natural. So Barbara Brennan shared a quote, and I don't know if it was Barbara Brennan who said it or if it was her guide Halen who shared it, but it said, "Healing is coming back to the soul, or coming back home to the soul." And I feel like that really encompasses this whole entire journey of healing, or searching for enlightenment, or whatever you want to call it. And healing doesn't need to be going for enlightenment, but it's simply coming home to who you truly are and allowing that essence to be able to flow through you freely, and just let the natural energy of who you are be able to be expressed. And that is what this whole modality is about. The practitioner is there to support and guide somebody on their own journey, coming home to the soul, to their self. Now, you might not be interested in that whatsoever, which is totally fine. You can, if you wanted to have a session with somebody or myself, you are free to totally ignore that, and that is fine. But I feel like sooner or later you'd probably be curious in exploring that for yourself, as all the levels are working together all the time. Now, I feel like this would be beneficial for people who have physical injuries. If you have an illness, depending on what the illness is. Now, I'm not Christ here. I'm not performing like incredible miracles like Jesus Christ or nothing like that. But there's definitely transformative miracles that can happen, and you can have insights into why your disease process is occurring, why you had an injury, and all of these things are probably going to dig up things within your unconscious that you're unaware of. And the thing that I like most about this, now at times it was pretty intense, but you are very intelligent. Your body's intelligent, and your higher self or soul or whatever you want to call it is very intelligent, and it's not going, you are, and also the adult mature ego self, and just this person, this being that you are, you're going to know what you're capable of handling. So you're not going to burst your energy system by trying to do too much. Your energy system can only handle so much at a time as you're going through your own transformation and your own process. So you'll be able to dabble in different aspects of your consciousness as you go through your own healing journey. And that can start with your physical body, or maybe you want to explore specific emotions. Maybe you're completely numb and you have a terrible time feeling your emotions, which I personally did before I started this. Now I can cry, I can express my anger, all different kinds of emotions that I feel all the time that I previously was very much unable to feel. You become more aware of the different kinds of thoughts that you have about yourself, about other people. And there's so many other different kinds of things, like the ideas that you have that you want to create something. There's blockages that might be preventing you from creating this brilliant idea or this longing that you hold within yourself. And this can allow you and support you in bringing that longing, that idea, that dream into reality. And there's a whole other video that I can make on that. And I feel like me making this video, me starting my own business, all this kind of stuff is that creation process happening, and that is a healing journey in of itself, I guess. But to sum all this up, your physical body is going to benefit from the energy flowing into you, and you may have things come up from your unconscious, from your childhood, that you're completely unaware of, or that you've been trying to shut out because you don't want to experience the pain that is held inside your consciousness system, your energy system, energy field. So many terms, I'm sorry. Past lives, and I could get into that into another video. And one thing I want to say, that pain that is held there could be all kinds of anxiety, all kinds of fears. There could be anger, all different kinds of things built up around this pain that is held within you. It's not within you, but it's held within your energy fields and your energy channels. And we try to protect it, which is totally natural and the human kind of thing to do, human survival instincts. You don't like to feel pain. But those blocks, that pain that we have, we're trying to release that because it really negatively impacts our life and causes us all different kinds of kerfuffles And these are specific patterns or habits that we notice. And I'll go into more details explaining how you can become aware of these things and potentially how you can work through them. So yeah, I kind of try to stay focused on this topic, but there's so many other branches that I could branch off into, but I'll maybe make other videos on that in the near future maybe, or I don't know when I'll make them, but hopefully you found this useful, and you can always ask questions if you want me to go into more details about something specific, or if you want me to clarify something. And you can also contact me if you'd like to work together. Yeah, I'll just have I'll just link stuff, and you can figure out how to contact me. And yeah, hopefully this video was useful, and I'm gonna end it